Good afternoon, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's SusieQue96, and it's time for the Monday afternoon, early evening, low-dough coin collecting show. I see we have Handy Andy 73.6 at the controls, and we've got the lucky James Eller, who really is the lucky James Eller. This guy wins everything. It's pretty amazing. Just gonna wait for a couple of seconds, see if the leg catches up. Had an interesting day today, coin-wise. Oh, I see a little M3 back there. Yep, M3 is supervising. He is our executive producer here at the cabin. Yeah, I've kind of lost my I don't think people are getting the notifications. I've had a couple people this week tell me they weren't getting notified, so just tea. I like skulls, especially Mexican ones from the Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is a much cooler holiday than Halloween, because the Day of the Dead is actually a day of respect for one's family who have gone on before them, and it's all about the party and food and drink and showing respect for those who have already passed. And it's a much more interesting holiday than Halloween, for sure. Well, there's 5 people in here now, so I'm going to start yakking and tell you what happened today. First of all, I took some quarters back to the bank. And I took $80 worth back. And I gave the teller a note saying that I would like 10 rolls of pennies, 5 rolls of nickels, and 4 rolls of dimes, and the rest in paper. Well, she told me, she told me they could only give me 1 roll of each. And I just kind of looked at her and said, well, you know, there's 5 of us vendors over at the farmer's market. We need change. The farmer's market's right across the street from the bank, and it's a big deal in this town. Even though it's not a real big market, it's a big enough deal that they built a special facility for the farmer's market with permanent tables, you know. And so when I said that I was a farmer's market vendor, she said, well, then I guess I can give you 5 rolls of each. So I got 5 rolls of pennies, 5 rolls of nickels, and 5 rolls of dimes. Now, if you do the math, you know that that's going to come out with a 50 cent on the end of it. Instead of just giving me another roll of pennies, that would have made sense and equaled out, you know, to an even dollar. She gives me 50 cents worth of loose nickels. So anyway, we have, in addition to our car wash quarters, we have some other coins to search this week. Obviously, we're not going to do them all tonight, but I thought it would be interesting to search some other things, since I did fill the Washington quarter books, you know, not the national parks or the states, but I did fill the other quarter books. Oops. So Anyway, we have change. We have change, and I just dropped something on the floor. So, first thing I'm going to do real quick is I also had some ones. I used some of this money for the car wash quarters and also to do my laundry. So, but I do have some ones left in here, and I'm just going to go through them really quick and see if there's anything that looks really interesting, you know, like any star notes or sequential numbering or anything. There's not very many of them here, so it won't take long. If I see anything good, I'll let you know. Otherwise, these will go in the change for the farmer's market. 646 33004. At least there's a couple of doubles in there. I don't see anything exciting. 77042022. Nope, nothing exciting in this batch. All right, we got Archaeology Mikey in the house. We got Mud SWAT, and I agree with you. That's a pretty good name for a band. It's not as good as the band I work with. I think they, back in the 60s, came up with one of the best names ever. And it's still good today. So, anyway, another little news I want to put out. Everybody, I repeat, everybody that I owe a package to, your packages are on the way. I am caught up. Everybody's stuff has been sent out. All of it. Da, da, da. Okay, so that's exciting news. That means that I can actually oh, hi Mike. That means I can actually start doing giveaways again on a small scale where I don't get way behind. Now that I'm moved, at least I'm caught up, and so that means that's good for you guys. Hi, Ed Booth. Oh, it's my friend Ed who got me the heater that's behind me. Let me show Ed what he bought me because Ed hasn't seen it yet, I don't think. But this has been my saving grace right here. Ed made a donation so I could buy meat for the cabin. It is very efficient. It keeps us warm at night without busting the electric bill. So Ed Booth is my hero. Absolutely my hero. M3 says Ed Booth #1. Keeps that kitty toasty. Yeah, all right. Yes, it's a very, very good heater. I still had a little bit left, obviously, and that's in the mason jar. I'm old school. I didn't put that much. My apartment money is not in the bank. Everything's so crazy right now. I'll just hold it here. All right. So, let me get my empty glass out of the way here. Not a lot of room in this cabin. I have a hard time getting my show set up because I can't. In my apartment, I could leave everything set up and just close the door on it. But here, I don't have that luxury. So every time I do a show, I have to set everything up and take it all back down. So I'm going to show you what I got this week. My sister and I stopped for lunch the other day. We had to run a bunch of errands go over to the county seat and do a bunch of stuff. So we stopped at this little place and had breakfast, well, brunch. And when we were checking out, the cashier gave us these punched pennies with crosses punched out of them, which I'm a little ambivalent on whether I really like the idea of the coin being defaced that way. But anyway, she said some guy had given her a bunch of them that was a pastor or something. And so we got a couple of these. My cat has knocked them off onto the floor. So this is the only intact set that I have. So I'm showing you that because I'm going to give that to somebody. I have another one. So that's going to be a giveaway. Just because it's an oddball thing. I'm not doing a whole bunch of big giveaways that are going to cost me a lot of money to mail right now. Obviously, I can't do that, but little stuff like this I can. If the cat doesn't approve, well, the cat is the executive producer of this show. If he doesn't approve, he just comes and jumps on the keyboard and shuts me down. And many folks have been in the room when that has happened. Yeah, that is what, at first, because I have one that will punch holes in the zinc pennies. But there's one of these that's a copper penny. This one isn't it, but there's one that I set aside that was from the 70s. So that was a copper penny. So, yeah, that was a pretty serious punch. And then last night I was going through quarters, getting some ready to take back to the bank. And I found this. It's nothing special, except that it just looks really good. It's, whoops. Well, that's not the right camera, is it? Everybody want to see my ceiling? Yeah, we can put that camera on. Okay, let's try this one. This quarter is so clean that I set it aside because somebody may need a North Dakota that's in that good a shape. I mean, this thing is spotless. So I'm going to give that away too, because I don't really need it. Unless y'all think I should put it in the book that we're giving away. But I mean, it has no scratches, no fingerprints, no nothing. It's just really, really immaculate. So I set that one aside, thinking that it might be something that would go in somebody's book who's doing a low-dough like we do here. So I put that one in a flip. We'll decide what to do with it later. I just don't want it to get grubbed up because it is a really nice quarter. So let me put my smiling face back up here. There I am. All right. Okay. So I got car wash quarters, and there's maybe a couple dollars of laundromat quarters that I just threw in there with it that were left over. And I took all the regular Washingtons out because we finished that book last week. the last of those, except for these silver ones, and there were no silver in that batch. So I sorted out the states from the national parks, and that's what we've got to work with right this minute. So eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Let's start with the state quarters so I can talk about our contest, which is getting a little bit of a slow start, and that's probably because I didn't do a really good video for it and kind of forgot to tell people that there's other prizes involved. So I'm going to do that as soon as this stream ends. But what we're going to do, and I have had a couple entries, and I have some more that are on their way. I know the other Jimmy has mailed some stuff, but what we're doing, this one, we're asking folks to send in a state quarter, preferably from the state you're in, but you can check with me and see if that state's already filled. And your quarter is your entry. You can have 2 entries, which means you can send 2 quarters. And we're going to fill this book at least as much as we possibly can. And everybody who sent their quarters in goes in the drawing to win the complete book. So, I mean, everybody gets state quarters. Surely you can get one. Now, this book does not have separate spaces for mint marks, so it doesn't really matter. But we will be giving this away on October the 19th to some lucky winner. We also have a copper round that was donated to be a prize. I'm looking for it right this minute. It came from TR, I believe. Yes, it came from TR. And he has 2 entries, and he also sent this beautiful copper round to be given away. And this is his extra quarter. I'm keeping everybody's entries in an envelope except the one that goes in the book, and I'm writing on here how many entries and any extra coins they send. Any extra coins will be either given away or used towards postage or something like that. It'll all go back into the channel. So anyway, you need to get your entry in. There's also going to be some silver involved in the prize. I had it over here just to make it a little bit nicer prize. See this Benji? This Benji is so sanitary, I don't think anybody even breathed on him. It is a 1961, and I know I won this in a giveaway, but I already have one that's just as sanitary as this one. So this one is also going to be a prize in this statehood quarters book contest. Now, I could be adding some more things between now and the drawing date of October 19th. Let me look and tell you, Mikey, if I can find my glasses that actually allow me to read. Okay. It's really disorganized, and I apologize, but I have no space to do anything in here. It is really, really hard for me. I can't even find my glasses right now, so I got a different pair that I'm going to double up here. Yay, there. You remember people calling you 4 eyes? Okay, there they are. I'm using 6 right now. I do not have a Maryland, Mikey. There is no Maryland in the book yet. It has not been filled in. And Florida also has not been filled in. So there you go, Mikey. Get those cards and letters coming in with those quarters. All righty. So now that we've done all that, hey, Armando, how are you? Now that we've done all that, and we got the state book out, and we showed it to everybody. I'm not putting anything else in here from these unless I find the U.S. Virgin Islands or the Northern Marianas or American Samoa. The regular states, I'm not putting any more in. So those are going to have to come from people. Great, Ed. That'd be wonderful. Like I said, this book does not differentiate on the mint marks. I don't know why. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So now the book I've been working on, we've kind of been stuck on this one for a while. All we need are the American Samoa and the Northern Mariana Islands to complete my book that I started this whole thing with. So let's see what we've got. See if we can maybe luck out and get one of those in today's pile of car wash coins. I got to do something about that camera. I keep turning it on and it's not pointed at anything. Okay. I'm just going to pass some under real quick. Don't need New York. Oregon. Rhode Island. Now, I do go back and check all these for all sorts of oddities. And there's Georgia, my former home. Yeah, these last two are going to be a bear to get. But I didn't think I was going to get Guam either, and I did. So you just don't know what's going to come out of the car wash. Ooh, that's a Vegas coin. As Storm and MC would say, or CA. Storm and CA would definitely say this is a Vegas coin. It's dirty. It's nasty. And it's the state I live in now. Go figure. Oh, what we got here? Kansas. I know there's something I'm supposed to look at on Kansas. I'll set that aside for the moment. Another cruddy one. Ohio. That one needs to go through the car wash. Holy cow, that's nasty. Oops. Where are you moving to, Armando? Are you staying in the same state? Because, boy, when you move out of state, you mess up everything. Idaho. I have been fighting for a month and a half now trying to get my health insurance back in place. New Hampshire. I'm not getting any close to it. My sister and I are going to go tomorrow and go over to a senior center that's supposed to have somebody that's an expert on all the Medicare, Medicaid stuff. Boy, this one's ragged. South Carolina is wore out. North Carolina. That's going to be Ohio. Another Kansas. Alaska. Oh yeah, that does help, but even the VA can be a bear sometimes. I've dealt with the VA on numerous occasions. My sister is still dealing with them with her husband right now. And I was lucky when I was going through all that with my husband. We had a terrible, terrible time. And I had a cousin who was an administrator at a VA hospital in Iowa. And I was just talking to him about all of our struggles. And he basically told me, look, what they're telling you is wrong. You just need to do this, this, and this. I'm going to send you some papers, fill them out, send them back, and I'll make sure they go through the right process. And a week later, after 11 months, finally got something accomplished. And that guy, my cousin, he was so much help to the veterans. And sadly, he was hit by a drunk driver head on, and my uncle was killed, and my cousin was very badly injured, and he ended up not being able to keep that job at the VA any longer. And not too long after that, he apparently had a heart attack on his way home from his job and passed away. And both of those two men were big advocates for veterans. My uncle was the chaplain at the VFW, and his son was an administrator at the VA hospital. So that corn looks pretty normal. So yes, thank you for your service. That's Texas. I can already tell it's upside down, but I used to live there too. Not looking like we're going to find what we need. Hi, Jimmy Glacari. Hi, Cameron Connor. Welcome, welcome. New Jersey. And last but not least is Nevada. So, no luck on our Virgin Islands or Northern Marianas. Didn't really think I was going to, but those are the last two we need in that book. So, oh yeah, you got it then, Armando. That's the department we were having problems with. And I was blessed that I had somebody in my family that knew how to navigate all of the craziness, because I sure didn't. Oh my goodness. I'm having a little dental issue today too, so y'all just be patient with me. I'm getting real tired of living in this cabin. Yeah, they're the ones I need, but I'm trying real hard to get them from the car wash just because I really want to fill that book. If I haven't done it by the end of the year, then I will happily take donations of those two so I can finish that book. And I got to check the address on my About page because it may be wrong. It seriously might be wrong. But yeah, if Handy Andy would be so kind, he could throw my new P.O. box up there. And that would be a dandy thing. Yeah, I'm really having a problem with my dental health today. Yeah, I'm really roughing it out here. I'm living in a log cabin right now. It doesn't have running water. I have a water hose run from my sister's house, so I have water outside the door. I have to go over there for personal hygiene things. Okay, that's our giveaway book. Let me put that out of the way for now. And we are going to do our National Park Quarters folder. We're still missing quite a few of those. And this book does have separate spots for the D's and the P's. Of course, there's nothing for S's or W's in these books, but that's okay too. I think I'm going to go fishing here for a minute. I can't find my real glasses. I have put them somewhere, so oh my goodness. Okay, I wasn't sure if I had changed it, Michael. I've been so crazy. I haven't been sure of much of anything since I got up here, except the fact that I'm sure I messed up my ribs when I fell because these bad boys hurt. I'm digging through a little container here, looking for something. Something. This was a contribution from Roy M. to my channel, and he sent me a number of items, which some of them I'm going to be sharing with you, and one of them is today's midstream giveaway, which is it's marked as an MS-63 1909 Lincoln Cent. This thing is ablaze with sparkle and shine. I don't know. I don't think it's been cleaned. I think it's just been packaged up for a long time, because these labels in here, they're not the newest style, that's for sure. I'm going to put this under our little scope. I'm going to leave it in the plastic. Ooh, psychedelicized with the plastic. Maybe I'm not going to leave it in the plastic. I have a glove on. All right, come out, baby. Come out. There you go. All right. That looks like a fingerprint, doesn't it? It's weird. 1909. My lighting is not the greatest either. There you go. It's a pretty nifty little coin. And I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna give that away, along with, well, no, I'm gonna give that away later. Let me find the envelope. Uh, why we wear gloves? Yep, that is a fingerprint. Yeah, I never touched that coin. Oh, okay, but yeah, it looks like a fingerprint. Okay, now my handy Andy has been posting a comment video. I know I've seen him post it several times. It's actually a funny video too. I was in town and I went to the library to suck up some of their free Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi up here on the mountain is pretty pricey. So, I mean, my internet up here is pricey. So I thought, well, I'll go down there and watch a couple of people's videos and try to do a live stream. Well, it cut off halfway through the live stream. It wasn't powerful enough to let me do it from outside the library, and the library was closed. So I guess it's kind of half a comment video. I don't know. Oh boy. It let me do an hour and 15 minutes. It's me sitting in my car with my mask on. But it's got 13 thumbs up on it and 10 comments. So a few people have found their way over there and commented on it. So get yourself in on it real quick so that you have a chance to win that 1909 penny. Less likes coins. You need to get over there real quick and get in on that comment video so you can try and win this 1909 penny I'm about ready to give away. I'll give everybody a minute or two to do that while I do this real quick. I got to get my picker up here. If I could type, it would be really good. Find me a random comment picker. And get my little video plugged into it. And get back over here. Okay, let me see if I can do a share screen here. I'm sort of learning how to do this stuff. All righty. Change my camera real quick. Put it back on more. Okay. I almost got this looking like I know what I'm doing. Okay. Get this ad off of there. And put this on the full screen. I have already put the link in there. Let's see how many people we got. We've got 10 unique commenters. Anybody else want in? We got about a minute. So, last chance. There's 13 people in the room and there's only 10 comments on the comment video. So, 3 people have not gotten in on this yet. Oh, okay. Nope, now there's only 12 people in the room. I scared somebody away. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Let me check it again. Still 10. All right. We're going to pick us a winner. We're going to pick us a winner. Going to hit this start button. And our winner chicken dinner. Cameron Connor. Are you still here, Cameron Connor? Cameron Connor. Are you in the room, Cameron Connor? Because I didn't say you needed to be here, but I usually do it that way. But I know Cameron was here. I'll give Cameron a couple minutes to yell at me because I don't have an address for Cameron. Cameron Connor. You watch Penny, you better holler. Holler at me. Since I did not say he had to be in the room. Well, he wasn't here apparently to know he had to be in the room. But we'll hold on to it for Cameron for till Wednesday night's show. And if he hasn't messaged me by then, I'll give it away to somebody else. That was my mistake for not saying that he needed to be in the room. But that's okay. We're going to move along. And then we are going to look for our national park quarters. I have a few stacked here today. And when we get done with those, we're going to do something a little different. I got some rolls of nickels down at the banking facility today. And we're going to look through a couple of those too, just to be different. Mark Thomas, your name is not Cameron Connor. But hi anyway. Okay, so here's where we're at with this car wash quarter book. This is our national parks and sites. As you can see, 2010, 2011, we're a little weak on those. And we start picking up a little on the 2012s. 2013, we need a couple. Oops. 2014, we need one. And then 15, 16, 17, and 18, we have everything. And this book does have the P's and the D's. So then we jump over to 2019. We need a couple there. And we need quite a few of the 2020s. Hi, Mark. That was a good try, baby, but it didn't work. Better luck next time. Okay, so we got a pile of these here now to take a look at. See if we can fill any holes in the book. And stand my book up here. And I'm going to go over, I moved my microscope where I can use it more efficiently because my eyesight is awful. And it does help for me to be able to put them under the scope. Oh, what gave it away? Have I found silver in my car wash? One. I found a 1964 quarter in my car wash in Georgia. And it is what started this car wash quarter book thing. Because I had that quarter in my hand up to the slot, ready to drop that coin in. And just out of the corner of my eye, I went, wait a minute, that looks like silver. And I pulled it back, and it was a 64, I believe, 63 or 64. But then I thought, Well, I better be checking my quarters better before I put them in here. And that was what started me on the car wash quarters. Right there, because I found that one. I've never found another one, and I haven't found a W. That's always the next question. So, but I have found a few coins with CUDs and things like that. I haven't found any DDOs yet, but I'm still checking them. No, we don't need this. Well, eventually I will. You know, 2018, we got them all. Well, now I'm in a different state too. So, in fact, Blue Ridge Parkway. See this? Blue Ridge Parkway? That's 2 miles from me. 2 miles. Yep. Now, I will be going back through all of these. Oh, here's a bat. A Batman. I got, if it's a D bat, I need the D bat. Oh, yeah, I have found more silver in Coinstar than I have in the car wash. Oh, unfortunately, my bat is a P. Didn't need the P one today. Whatever this is, it's going to be a P as well. 2015. I believe we have all the 2015s. Yes, we do. Yeah, I have found foreign coins in the Coinstar. My favorite thing that I found, though, was a plastic play money penny that looks just like a real penny, but it was plastic that somebody put through the Coinstar. And I still have it somewhere. I kept that one. I thought that was pretty funny. And then a plastic one went through. Ooh, this is a nice shiny one. Salt River Bay. 2020. Do we need it? No, we have both of those, but I'm going to set that one aside because that's a really nice one. I'll put it aside with that other one that I set back earlier just because it was getting a lot of Blue Ridge Parkway. Yeah, a lot of times I find silver in there because people get in a hurry and they don't look in the coin return, and it rejects the silver because they don't weigh properly. Those machines are set up for the weight of the coin, and they weigh slightly different than a clad, so they drop right on through. Okay, what have I got here? I have Fort McHenry, and if it's a D, we need it. Please be a D. Please, please, please. It's a P. I get tired of the P's all the time. I thought maybe when I moved, I would catch a break. Now, these I know I have. Salt River, I have both of those. Plus the nice one that I put aside. Now, this is a coin that you do have to check for a little CUD action. Shibby Rob had a whole roll of these where over on this point, at the end of this point, there is a big CUD. I mean, it's very visible on them. And it was right here on that end of, and only on that end of the San Antonio mission. So check your San Antonios for right there, a big blob that is not supposed to be there. I know Shibby Rob had the roll, and I think Rosebud ended up with that roll, but I'm not positive. I could be wrong about that. But if this is a D, I need it just for being a D in my book. Nope, it's a P. But that is one that I like to share with people because that's a real easy one to spot. 89 got mixed in here by mistake. All right. But yeah, that San Antonio with the cud, that one is real easy to spot when you're checking coins out of your pocket. And I have actually found, after I saw that on Shibby's channel, I did actually find one on my own. I would have never known to look for that one. Oh, I am working on my list. I started entering last night all of my known anomalies on the national parks. And I am up past 50 now. When I get a little further on the list and a little bit more detail, I will post it where you guys can have access to it. Some of the things that are on it, I'm not sure that they are actual errors or anomalies. Some of them people claim they found, but I've never actually seen it, or I saw the picture and I don't see what they're saying, but we'll document it anyway. And you know, then we can add comments to it or whatever. I'm doing it as an Excel file so that we can add comments. Hi, Silver Shark. Welcome, welcome. So, like effigy mounds, this is on the list, but I don't remember what the error is or the situation with it is right now. But no, we don't need it in the book. But like I said, I go back and check all these before I take them to the bank. Last night, I actually came online for a little bit while I was just sitting here searching them, and I was sharing some of the comments off of my research. Okay, we're missing a couple 2013s. But, okay, this is a D. I do need a D of the White Mountain. But it is a P. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to have another giveaway, and we're going to search some nickels here in a bit. Oh, it's Batman. Oh, I found a new one last night that I questioned that was on that list, and that was that somebody had one, and I don't know if it's just that anyway, they say there's a cud in the eye, and I don't know if there actually is. I don't see anything there that really looks like a cud to me, unless they're saying that this little dot right over the pupil on this one is a cud. But the picture they had was a much more bigger blob, so I can believe that that would exist. Hello. But we don't need that guy. But anyway, I'm trying to put as much detail as I can into that list. And I'm going to put them, I'm not putting them in year order, I'm putting them in alphabetical order. But it's an Excel file. If you know how to work with Excel, you can sort it any way you want. And we have 2011. We haven't seen any of those lately. Oh, please be a P. Now watch, this one will be a D because I need a P. Oh, we got something. Yay! We got something to put in the book. We got the Vicksburg 2011P. In you go, buddy. Hey, no skunk on this book. Woohoo! All right, what else we got happening here? This is a great Basin 2013. I don't need the Great Basin. What do I? Let me see. I need a D. Please be a D. If anybody has any extra books, empty coin books that they're not using, they can be used. I don't care. If I get extra books, then we'll fill them up and give them away. It's just right now I can't afford to buy that kind of stuff because when my apartment comes available, it's going to take all my money to move into that. Plus, the end of this month, I have an appointment to get my driver's license and transfer my insurance and all of that. So, but I do have coins to work with. So if anybody has any extra books, we will certainly be happy to take them and fill them up and give them away to people. Because I have my books. So I'm begging for spare books. Well, some people, like, I got one from Kellen L. because he got a different book that he liked better, and he had this empty one. And I said something about needing those particular years, and he said, well, I got one sitting over here in a box. I'll send it to you. Well, if you got something sitting around in a box, my Wheatie books are not full. They're going to be my next thing to work on after the quarters. But I love the car wash quarter thing just because it proves you can build a collection out of pocket change. And that was what I was going for. I am on Social Security, so I really can't spend a lot of money buying coins for a collection and filling out a collection that way. The only way I can have a collection is if I win it, or I get it in my pocket change or something along that line. Once in a while, I'll buy something in an auction, but it won't be an expensive coin for sure. I can't do that. My income doesn't allow for it. But it doesn't mean I can't enjoy collecting coins. That's why I started this car wash coin thing. It wasn't because I couldn't get other coins. I could go to the bank and get a box of quarters. But this is more of a challenge because you don't ever know what you're going to see come out of the car wash. Okay, this is the River of No Return 2019. And we have both of those, but I'm going to flip it real quick because I need to check. Zimmet mark. Come on, you give under the thing. I have yet to find a W. I do not have a W, except one somebody gave me. I do not have a W. Yep, only hobby you can go bankrupt and still have money. We had a similar thing about stock car racing. I was a reporter for many years, and I also worked on the cars and so forth. And one of the first men I interviewed asked me a question. He wanted to see if I was intelligent enough to be a reporter of stock car racing. And So he said, I have to ask you one question, and then if you can answer it correctly, then you can do the interview. And the question he asked me was, how do you make a small fortune in racing? And I looked at him and I said, start with a big one. And he said, you passed. And that's the truth. You want to make a small fortune in racing, you start with a big one. I had a lot of money spent on that hobby too. I spent thousands on it myself. It was fun though. It was, oh, what we got, a 2011 something something. A 2011 Olympic. Well, whatever mint mark it is, we need it because we don't have either one of those. So we got a 2011 D Olympic going in the book. Yay! Woohoo! That's 2 for the day. All right, hi, Muscle Shell. And this is the last one. This is a Fort McHenry 2013. And let's flip the page and see what we got. If it's a D, we need it for this book. But it's a P. All right. Well, we filled in 2 more spaces on the National Park Quarters folder today. I'm happy if I get one. The more you fill in, the harder it gets to get the ones you need. So I'm always happy if I get a couple. Why is my book not closing properly? There we go. All right. That got us a little bit closer to where we need to be on that book. And I need something to put these in because they have not been checked for other stuff. Let me take these 3 rolls of pennies out of here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. They're uncirculated of later years. I have to figure out what to do with those. But for right now, I'm going to use a container to put these in. All right. Those off my desk. What were these 3 that I laid over here? Oh, okay. These need to be checked. Also, throw that in there. All right. All right. I think we're going to do the drawing now for that strange and bizarre punched penny. Let me show it again for those who missed out on this. This was given to me at a restaurant the other day. I have another one, and I don't know that this cross came out of this coin because they had them separate. But anyway, some guy left them there at the restaurant. The lady was giving them away, and my sister got one, and I got one. Somehow we ended up with 3 of the punched and only 2 crosses. So anyway, that was one of them was a copper, so that was a heck of a punch to punch through that. Well, I'm getting ready to give something away, Mike. Should we let him eat dinner? Everybody in on the comment video. If you're not in on the comment video, you need to get in there real quick. Iffy signals. Hi, Iffy. Yeah, while I'm giving everybody a chance to do the comment video, which Handy Andy posted just a few comments back there. It is right there. I'm going to talk to you for a second about my metal detecting channel, or my metal detecting show, rather. I've been starting it at 8 o'clock, but this week I'm moving it to 9 p.m. because it seems like at 9 p.m. is when a bunch of people come in. So I'm gonna start moving. I'm gonna move that to 9 p.m. on Wednesday. The from the ground up metal detecting thing. We still talk about coins in there too. And I unfortunately have not been able to metal detect. I fell about a month ago, and I was just getting better from that. And then I fell again a week and a half ago, and I really hurt myself. I messed up a bunch of ribs over here, and I tried to go swing the detector, and no. Still too much pain to detect. So, but I'm not giving up on the detecting show. I will be back out detecting soon. I have at least 5 permissions. Muscle shell, no, I haven't. I'm making a list because I can't sit up here on the mountain and use this internet and watch videos because it costs too much. So I make a list, and then I go into town and I sit out in front of the library and use their free Wi-Fi. So I will put you on the list. I'm going to town tomorrow to watch some more. Yeah, I've got a few people that I can go down there and sit there for a couple hours and get caught up. I just can't do it from here right now. I get 55 gigs, and it cost me almost $100. And from the calculator that I looked at, live streaming eats it up pretty fast, and watching videos eats it up pretty fast. So, well, I will certainly give it a watch. If I can, if I go over to my sister's tonight, I might watch it over there. She has Wi-Fi over there, but it is so slow. Sometimes it won't let me stream the stuff. So, but yeah, I got you on my list. Watch your video. I got to catch up on Handy Andy too. I know he's got a couple I've watched part of. Found out he replaced me with a real sister. But okay, I guess everybody's in, so I'm gonna find us a comment picker. Get the comment picker back up here. And it would help if I had the, oh goodness, I'm hitting everything but the right button. Oh goodness. In case you wonder what I'm doing, I'm gonna copy that video link. All right, there we go, because I need to put it in the picker-do. Share the screen. Random comment picker. I'm getting where I can almost do this. Oh. All right. Let me put the URL in the place. See how many folks we got. 13 unique commenters. I hope the winner's in the room because I don't want to chase you down. Please be in the red. The lucky James Eller. Are you here, James Eller? You were here right at the beginning. I'll show you that San Antonio error in just a minute after we find the lucky James Eller. And I find my pen. There he is. Woohoo! You won that crazy punched out penny with the cross punched out of it. You must have needed some religion because you won the cross. Oh. All right. All got to send me addresses because I don't know where anything is. You know, I'm working on getting organized, but once I moved, all that went out the window. Now, we're going to do something different. Just because I got nickels today. I got my nickel books out here because I got a lot of gaps in my nickel books. Wherever I put them. Oh, there they are. But I got some nickels at the bank. Not a lot. I got 5 rolls. And I'm not going to do all 5 rolls right now. But we're going to probably do 2 or 3, depending. We'll go until 7 o'clock and however many nickels I have looked at. Now, my nickel books are really interesting. This is my personal book. And I have notations made in here because some of these nickels belonged to my Tommy. And I put them, he just had them in a box. And I put them in the book. And I put a little dot under them. I made a little key over here. The ones with the dots under them were Tommy's coins, and I will not replace those in the book. I don't care what the quality is. I will never replace Tommy's coins. And if they have an X under them, they were metal detecting fines. And the X's are in pencil, so they may not show up. But I think you'll be able to figure out which ones are the metal detecting fines. They're the gross and grubby. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. But we're going to search these nickels here. And I have my books. I have my 1938 to 1961, my 62 to 95, and my starting with 96. So let's crack open some customer rolled bank pickups. Let's see what we get. I'm just going to go through these real quick. I'm not going to try to put them in the books right now as much as I am looking for the goodies. And then I'll go back and put them in my books. But let's see if there's anything worth having in here. Get my scope-o-matic up here. My plug-able. Woohoo! All right. Cat hair. Always cat hair on stuff. All right. Let's see what we got. Oops. I need better glasses, that's for sure. You just start running them through here, and then I'll go back and put them in my book later if I need them. But I'm just looking for good stuff. 85p. I got a 2013. $19.99. 88p. 77. I think I'm going to sort these into eras. Okay. Let's don't need that scope right now. Unless we do I need the scope? Maybe I do need the scope. I'm blind. Unless I do this, which is comical, but I can read the 77, 85, 83, 2015, 2015, 88, 89, 2002. I think somebody picked all the goodies out of these already. But you never know. 94, 13, 75. Oops. I put the 90s and the 70s. There we go. 90, 85. One so grubby, I can't tell you what it is. 82. I'm going back to the scope. Just so much easier to read. 2014. What? I guess that's 2004. It is a 2004. It has the Lewis and Clark on the back. It's kind of grubby one, but boy, there's some nasty coins in here. Good. 2010. Oh, that's about half the roll so far. 2007. I was hoping that somebody would like put a buffalo in or something, you know. $89. Oops, I just dropped one. $86. 17. 95. I'm not even getting any in the 60s. 14. 08. 01. Come on, where's the oldies? 98 is not an oldie. 90. Ah, this is a bit sad. 17. 17. 86. 95. And 2000. Well, that wasn't much fun. That wasn't much fun at all. Hi, Kellen. Hi, Silver Wishes. Cody Emmons. Yeah, we're just looking at some bank nickels. We finished our car wash quarters, but I had these 5 rolls of nickels I got from the bank. So we're going to do 2-3 of them. And wasn't much in here. I got a 2004 Lewis and Clark. That was the high point of that roll. Clear off workspace here. Yeah, there wasn't anything in here really old at all. And these are customer rolled. So this one's about to crack open here. I'm hoping this is the lucky roll right here. This is going to be the lucky roll. Maybe not. Whee! Coin explosion. All right. Well, let's see if there's anything exciting in this mess. Since I threw it all over the place. Okay, let's take that 2004 out of the way. Right off the bat. All right. Back to the scope for the blind lady. Or I could do this other thing. I forgot I have this. I always forget I have this. This is my other blind lady accessory. I have a giant magnifying glass, but I don't really like it. I can't see it very well, so I don't think I'm going to use that. It works with my real glasses, but I don't know where those are. So we're just going to start putting stuff under the Z-scope and see what we got. 2016, 2018, 2000. 2016. Man, I have no old stuff in these. 95. 16. 15. These came from a Wells Fargo, by the way. 15. 99. 94. 15. 2001. That was a nasty 2001. If y'all have not hit the like button yet, please do. And if you have not done the comment video, ooh, this thing looks like a Picasso. If you haven't done the comment video, I got one more giveaway coming up, so you need to get that done. Wow, that nickel is boogered up. In God we trust. Something, something, something. That thing is ate up. Oh my goodness. 19 something. 1999. 2013. 2007. Y'all don't forget to send in your 2 state quarters for a chance to win the free book full of state quarters and some other good prizes like some silver. And there's some other goodies. You got, it has to be here by October the 18th. because the giveaway is the 19th. So you just send in a maximum of 2 state quarters. You can send one. One is 1 entry. 2 is 2 entries. Preferably from your home state, but doesn't have to be. $99. And we will be giving away a book full of state quarters that you didn't even have to work on filling. All you had to do is send a couple along. So that's, you send that to P.O. Box 96, Galax, Virginia, 24333. And you'll have a chance to win the free book full of state orders. And some other prizes that we talked about earlier, and we will be adding probably a couple more. And if you have any empty books that you don't want because you took your stuff out of books or whatever, you could send those along too. If I get any empty books, we'll fill them up and give them away. So we're just going to play that game for a couple more weeks. And then I got something else I'm gonna do. I'm not going to talk about that one yet. But one contest at a time. Oh, we got a 64. That's the oldest one we found so far. It looks like a metal detecting find. I'll set that one aside. 2017. 2012. Yeah, almost all of these have been new. 2017, and they were custom rolled, so I was hoping for something better, but 1999. All right, that was the second roll. There wasn't much happening in there either. Oh, there's something different. We needed some change for the farmer's market. My sister is a vendor. I am when I'm not all busted up. My niece is a vendor, and my grandniece is a vendor, and our friend Leah is a vendor. So we're all like right there together, and we always need change. So this way I get to pick through it first. So that's what's happening here, is I'm picking through the change. Let's do one more before we call it a night. All right. One more roll. Come on. Come on. Be good. Everybody put the good on this roll, because it's not looking good. I'm seeing a lot of new stuff come rolling out. I don't want to see new stuff. I want the oldies and goodies. I want oldies. Come on, turn around there, buddy. 89. Well, at least it's not a 2000. There's probably a lot of people on YouTube that don't like 64. Yeah, I'll go back through all of these and look for the other stuff. I have my handy dandy book that Coyote Whacker sent me that has errors and everything in it. I get a lot of use out of a few rolls of coins because I go through them and look for so many different things. I said last night I was on here for a little while. Oh, I forgot to tell Ed Booth, are you still here? Yes, you are. It was you that asked about the San Antonio, right? The error on the San Antonio. I forgot to go back to that, and I just remembered. So let me get this San Antonio right here. Okay. See if I can get this. Oh, I got to take it out of this book. Oh, there we go. I'm using my one out of the book because I knew where that one was. Okay. When you've got your coin with the San Antonio mission at the top, and you've got that four-way cross. Let me get my pen I was using as a pointer. That was working pretty well. Of course, now I don't have it. So I'm going to use the end of this piece of paper. So you've got the cross dividing the four sections. It's the one that when you're looking at the coin would be to your left. This is the only part that they have found it on. See where I've got this paper pointing right here? At the end of that, right here, at the end, very end of that, this one is perfectly clean, but the ones that Shibby had, he had a whole roll of them. They have a big blob, a cud at the end, right there, right at the end of the little trumpeted part. There's a big blob of stuff that's not supposed to be there, known as a cud. And I'm going to try this. I've lost my pen. But right where I'm pointing, right at the end of this, the ones that are messed up, they have a big, and it's a visible cud. It's not just like a little spot. It's a big blob that is not supposed to be there. And that's the only point of that cross thus far that we have seen that on. And he had a whole roll that was that way. And then he had some loose ones too. But it's right there on the coin. Between the end of the cross and the border, correct. It's like attached to the end of the cross, actually. It's what it is. It looks like it went to stamp that cross and it just left this blob on the end of the cross. All right, Armando, thanks for coming. Enjoy dinner. So anyway, it's right there, like attached to the end of this, but it doesn't come all the way out to the edge, but it's a big enough cud, at least the ones that were on his roll, they were big enough that you could see them with the naked eye. You didn't have to have a scope or a loop to find them. It was like right there in your face. And like I said, he had a whole roll of them. My friend Susan Berman happened to be sorting quarters the week that he found those, and she lives in Austin, Texas, and she found a couple in hers as well. I have found one. I don't know where it is right at the moment, however, but I have found one like that. So anyway, that's the lesson on that. Well, thank you, Mike. Uh, you just learned about I learned about them that day. Actually, I I just called them blobs. I didn't know what they were. You know what the lingo was until that happened, and so I have learned a whole lot about cuds recently. Okay, back to the nickels. 2001. I just happened to remember that he asked about that. 89. Ooh, I don't know where that went. It wasn't important. 15. I usually raid Baseman after this. I really support Baseman. I like Big Flip too, but Baseman is one of the smaller channels, and he's been really good to me. So I usually go over there and raid him. He comes on about 7 o'clock, right when I end. So I don't even have a W, Kellen. So you're one ahead of me. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of perfect ones. Yeah, well, Mikey, you've won 2 EOS or giveaways on mine recently. I know because I just put them both in the same envelope and sent them out to you today. So, yeah, I've won on Baseman's quite a few times. That very pristine Benjamin that I showed earlier that I'm giving away, I actually got from the Baseman. But I already have one that's just the same condition, so I am willing to share. I'm not a I don't hoard silver. I'm not a silver stacker. I'm just a collector, and if I have one good one of something, I don't see the need to have 2. I will end up sharing with somebody else. Oh, okay, muscle shells. I won't. International stacker people. Oh, that might be interesting. Oops, there's a 70. I'm not a big stacker. Like I said, I'm just a collector, but I like to watch the different things because that's how I learn. I don't always have time to watch it. I used to watch like all day, every day when I lived in Georgia, and I had unlimited internet and I could do that. But right now, my hands are kind of tied until I move into town. My internet's very expensive, and I try to save it for my streams so I can see my peoples. 94. We're not finding any really exciting things in here, but I'm going to come on during the week. No particular set time, just when I have time, and do some dimes and pennies as well. So if you do not have your notifications set to find me, you need to do that because there are going to be some extra shows this week. There's a 2005. We'll set that one aside. Yeah, I'm kind of that way, archaeology, Mikey. If I like the design on it, I'll keep it. Or if I think it's really unusual or socially significant, then I'm more inclined to keep it. I'm more interested in the constitutional stuff. I mean, I have some rounds that I have kept because I like the subject matter. but I really like pennies. You know, I like Wheaties. I like Walkers and Benjis. And I like Mercury dimes. I would probably like Barbers if I ever found any. Oh, that's a 2005, I know from the back, so we'll put that off to the side. I'm sure I'll have to check these. Well, I'll have to check and see if any of them go in my book. But I was just looking for the goodies right now. I heard, but I have not seen yet. I saw online some British ones that are honoring musicians, and the one that I saw was Queen. Now those I would really be into, because I am really into music. So any music related ones, that would be something that I would want in my collection. But I'm not a stacker in the sense that I'm worrying about the economy failing and me needing that as money. There wasn't anything much in there except a couple 2005s. But that's okay. We have change for the farmer's market for 5 vendors. Split that up. And I still have a couple rolls of nickels left to look through. So I had something to have fun with, and I still have pennies and dimes and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Get back over on me for a minute. Although the coins are probably better looking. There I am. Meow. Back there licking himself on camera. A typical cat. You have no manners, do you, Em? Hey, I'm busy back here. Oh, Mr. M. Oh, grilled cheese and fries. Actually, I'm supposed to go to my sister's after I get done here. And I think we're having breakfast for dinner. I think we're having biscuits and gravy. And that sounds okay to me. I haven't had biscuits and gravy for a while, and I could do that. I don't know what that is down in there. I'm just looking at stuff. Oh, I think this might be the tube that has my messed up San Antonio. Maybe not. Nope. I thought maybe it was, but nope. That's not it. Oh well. It'll turn up one of these days. Oh, I got a tube spilling back here because the tube is broken and the lid won't stay on. These are all ones I got to look at. I'm just trying to find something to give away here. Let's see what that is. Oh, nope, wrong button. Cancel that. I have some things here that I got from my friend Roy. Oh, that's a 1969 S. Pretty nice one too. Trying to get the orange out of the light. I think we might part with that one. I don't think Mr. Roy will mind if I make some people happy by giving away a penny. It's not much, but it's a nice penny. So, if you have not commented on the comment video, Mr. Handy Andy has just put the link to it up there once again. Get one more little envelope, and that'll be it for tonight. Yeah, what the heck? We'll throw in one of these 2005 pennies, nickels that we just pulled. So we'll throw in one of those too. This is the logo show. You know, I used to give away all the big stuff, but now I don't get out there so much, so I don't win it, so I can't share it. Okay. Get my. All right, let's see here. We got this. All right. I gotta refresh this page a little bit. It's only like an hour behind. Well, yeah, YouTube's been taking a lot of my stuff away. They had me all the way down to 662 from 700 and almost 700 users. And that really ticked me off. I'm back up to 664, but I am not doing another one of those 666 things. Nope, not happening. I don't know why, but my train of thought derailed. Oh yeah, I don't know why, but I'm not one of those channels that anybody ever does shout out videos for, or tries to push over the top. They did for a while within their streams, but I did notice nobody ever made one of those videos about me. So I've had to do it the hard way. Hard scrabble, as they used to say. Okay, amount of unique commentors, 15. So let me get it up on the screen here. Oh, that's so funny. I love Bassman too. I also play my bass along with his music videos. I was so happy when he put up Steely Dan's Peg, because I had tried to figure out the bass run for that for a long time. And I'm not quite sure I know what you mean by that comment, Mikey. It seems to me like the people that are doing the shout out videos are the ones that are getting somewhere. I don't do them, and I'm going backwards. That being said, the reason I don't do them is I don't have the internet time really to do that stuff. I did do some for a couple of people, and I do mail calls sometimes, but Okay, let me get back here to the comment picker, and we're going to hit the button and see who gets the 69S penny and the 2005 nickel. Cameron already won once. I don't do two of the same person, so we got to respin. That's just my rules. I made an exception in the 666 thing, but in general, you only get to win once in a stream. It's only fair. Something for everybody. And James Eller has already won in this stream too. Let's try for 3. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Let's see if we can get somebody that hasn't won. Silver Wishes. Yay, we have a winner. I know Silver Wishes is still here. I see this. Woohoo! Hey, TR. Getting right in on the end, huh? All right, everybody, you do need to claim your prizes. And you can do that by sending an email. Come on, what's going on here? Oh, I know what's going on. It wants me to close that. And then it will let me do this. There we go. So, all right. Well, I'm glad you got here, at least at the very end, TR. We did quarters, and then we did some nickels. So, just because I was able to get 5 rolls, we only did 3 rolls, though. So, we just did the last giveaway. Now that I can actually, everybody's giveaways got sent out. I am not behind now. These are the only ones. There's 3 little ones right there. All right. So, 2 reminders. First reminder, my Wednesday night show is moving to 9 p.m. Eastern rather than 8. And it's probably only going to run till 10. It may run a little over, but the 2-hour show, I just don't think it's working right now. When I get back to metal detecting, it will, but right now, because I busted up my ribs, I can't really swing my detector. And so, oh my God, Mud SWAT, I'd have passed out if I got an ounce of gold. Woo-wee. Hi, Silver. Got here just in time for the end. Got it today, but it makes you anxious to open it. I wouldn't be anxious. I'd have that thing ripped open going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right. So I will put up a reminder video that I'm starting at 9 on Wednesday. That's just probably temporary, but it seemed like a lot more people were coming in at 9, so I'm just trying something different. Another reminder to send in your quarter or your 2 quarters for filling up this book. Your quarters are your entry to win the full book, along with some other prizes, which involve copper and silver and other goody things. So you need to get your entries in for that prior to October 19th. So you better get busy, because you got a little bit short of 2 weeks to get that stuff here. So let's get those entries in. And I think that's about it for her right now. Oh, if you have any empty books you want to send, we'll fill them up and give them away too. So how about that? And on that note, I want to thank my moderators that I saw in here tonight. I did see a couple of them. So I know Handy Andy's been hanging in there. I saw Kellen. I'm not sure who else I saw. I only have a few moderators. But anyway, there you go. I'm going to run and get something to eat. And then I'm going to try to pop in on Baseman 64 or Big Flip. Take your choice. They're both good channels. I just got to get me some food. I'm hungry. All right, guys. Thank you so much. There you go, Handy Andy. Put that Baseman 64 link up there. Tell them SusieQue96 sent y'all over there. And that I'll be there when I get done eating, because I'm hungry. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Make sure your notifications are set. Hit the like button and all of that good stuff. My little channel's kind of been chugging backwards, but I'm not going to let it. So I'm still here. But I'm leaving for now. Bye-bye, everybody. M3. Bye, M3. Say goodbye. Yeah, big old fat cat. He doesn't care. Bye-bye, everybody.